title together. So we will learn some idioms, some maybe words, vocabulary, phrasal words related to shopping. And of course, I will ask you some questions and you will answer these questions about shopping. Okay, well, so because as you know, shopping is one of the, maybe I can say, the common topics in IELTS. We normally have some, questions related to shopping and speaking section. So we can learn some maybe phrases, idioms, and phrasal verbs related to shopping. Okay, well, tell me, do you like shopping? Because you're normally, boys are not into shopping. So what do you think? Do you like it?
I think that if I do it, I usually always do it, I think it will be boring to me. But if just a few times a month, I think it's okay.
Yeah, of course. So you think it's okay. And where do you usually go to do some shopping?
I think most of the part at the shopping center.
Mm-hmm. So I usually buy, for example, so you need to expand it. So in shopping center. Okay, do you have any shopping center near your home?
I live in a just a small town, and I think that it's not very it's not as developed as another city, so there isn't any near like shop the there isn't any shopping center near my home. So when I need to go to the shopping center, I will like it will take me a lot of time to do this.
Yeah, of course, I got it. So you need to go to another city to, yeah, I got it. Okay, very good. Well, so the first question that I asked you, do you like shopping, and where do you usually go for shopping? So you can answer. So for the second one, where do you usually go? Actually, you need to discuss a place. For example, I usually buy my clothes from, for example, shopping mall where is near my home, or for example is in another city. And the second part was good because you explained something related to your city. It's not really maybe big city, so I need to travel to another city in order to do some shopping. That was really good. So if the examiner asked you this question, you need to explain a place. You need to describe maybe somewhere, like, I don't know, maybe close to your home or maybe far from your home. So, and sometimes you can give the name. Okay, so for example, I usually do my shopping from a department store called, and you can add the name. So, and why? For example, you say that it is so time saving and convenient for, so why do you go to this department store? Because it's so time saving and convenient for shopping. And of course, you can say besides, the prices are usually, for example, lower in compared with other places. So you can answer, you can make your answer in this way. Okay, well, let me share my screen. First of all, let me share my screen so that you can see the word and I can write. Just give me a moment. Okay, let me find somewhere to write. Okay, here is good. Well, okay, do you know any other word, maybe synonym for shopping?
Synonym of shopping. I think that.
Now, do you know?
Shopping.
Okay, so let me change my question. Let's find some synonyms for buy. If you want to say, for example, I buy, because we normally use this verb, but it's better to use some maybe other alternatives. So do you have any synonym for buy?
Oh. I think that's bad. I think no. I think nothing.
First, we have. It depends. If you are talking to, I don't know, stranger who you don't know, or you're talking to a friend. So if you want to make a formal speech or a formal conversation or informal conversation. For formal conversation, you can use purchase instead of buy. So purchase means buy for formal reason. And we have another equal, so that is pick up. For example, I normally pick up some clothes. In this store, you know, for example, I normally pick up in a department store close to my house. So you can use these two synonyms. If you're making an informal conversation, pick up. If you're making a formal conversation, purchase. Okay?
Pick up, but can I use this word in IELTS?
Of course. Now, for IELTS, no. For IELTS, purchase. For IELTS, purchase because it's formal. As you know, IELTS language is formal language. In writing, speaking, okay, of course, we have some idioms. Of course, in speaking, when I say formal, I don't mean that you need to, I don't know, make some sentences like writing or reading book. No. But I think if you say pick up, it's okay. Of course you can use it. But you need to know that IELTS language is formal language. But we can consider it for writing section more than speaking, because you normally use some idioms and of course sometimes slangs, okay? And I'm speaking, so it's okay. So you can use both of them, but purchase is better.
So that means that in speaking I can also use pick up.
Of course, why not? This is informal, so you can use, but let me say something. Normally, for example, you will be asked some questions related to shopping. Of course, you need to use the verb buy more than once, 2 times, 3 times. Okay, so you need different alternatives. You can't repeat. You know, actually, you need to avoid repeating one verb again and again. So buy, buy, buy. And normally, you use it more than 2 or 3 times. So first, you can say buy. Second, you can say purchase. Third, you can say pick up. Of course, you can use all them. But if I want to give you the best alternative, purchase, buy, pick up. Okay?
Yes.
But you can use all of them. It's okay.
But I remember that pick up has also different meanings, right?
Of course, you're right. Of course. And do you remember the meaning of pick up?
Like pick something up is like hold something.
Hold?
Yes. It's when like pick.
To take hold. Of course. You mean lift up? You mean lift up? Take hold. Yeah, of course, of course. Or sometimes we can say we collect something. We say pick up. To gather together. And so we say pick up. of course, it has different meanings. Yeah.
And if I use pick me up, or what is mean, teacher?
Okay, it's something like different. You know, pick me up is different. You know, for example, give me, actually, let me say something. Use this word, use this phrase in your sentence. For example, pick me up.
Yeah.
Let me say, when you say, okay, pick me up. Actually, I have something like, you need something to make you feel better. To make you feel better. So something that makes you feel better. For example, I need a little break. Okay? Or I need a little pick me up. For example, in the morning. It means something, you know, often something like, you know, for example, you can use it for food and drink. You know, if I want to actually make it clearer, I can say you can use it about food or drinks. You know, for example, sometimes we drink something and actually it gives us more energy, or something. Sometimes we eat ice cream and it makes us feel better. So I need a little pick me up this morning. It means something to make me feel better. Get it?
But I remember that, yeah, and I remember that pick me up is also the meaning like, can you try me? It's like
That's
this.
something different. That's something different. When you say pick me up, okay, this is the slang. Okay, so this is slang. Okay, but you are talking about the phrasal verb pick up, not pick me up. Pick me up is slang. It's different. Pick up, of course, as I told you, this phrasal verb has different meanings. Of course, for example, when you want to, for example, I can pick you up. It's okay. It means, yeah, of course, you're right. For example, okay, I have my own car and I can pick you up. It's okay. But pick me up, this collocation, this slang means something that make you feel better. Get it?
But teacher, what is your slang?
Something like, do you know the meaning of idiom?
Yes.
Okay, so slang. We have some other phrases that we normally use, okay, in English, and of course different other languages, there are slangs, okay? It means that something like a phrase that has specific meaning. Of course, when you read it, it's not the same as something that you wrote. It has different meaning, but something like idiom, okay?
Yeah.
Get it?
But
And
I don't. It's me like.
you know, let me say, for example, you, teenagers, young people, when you go to school with your friends, you have some special, maybe vocabulary, maybe phrases belong to your group, belong to teenagers, okay, that you normally use. And these actually maybe phrases are really informal. For example, when you talk to your friends, you use these phrases. They're slangs. Something like idiom, but there is a difference here when we say idiom or slang. There is a difference. When we say idiom is something that is accepted by all the people, something that comes from maybe traditions, maybe something, sentence, a phrase that carries specific meaning, okay? But slang is something related to a special group of people. teenagers, young people. For example, rappers have some slang, some special vocabulary. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that pick me up is also the different. It has also the meaning of like can you help me? Like can you drive me to somewhere? It's like this.
Of course, of course, of course.
And is
Yeah,
that a thing or phrasal verb, teacher?
of course, it's a phrasal verb. Pick up is a phrasal verb.
And there's and it's also mean like can you drive me to somewhere?
Of course, you can use it.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I just want to ask this.
Yeah, of course, you know, you can use it. And for example, you can say, I don't know, you know, it has different meanings, you know, of course you can use, yeah, give me a ride, something like,
Give
yeah,
me a ride. Yeah.
pick me up, of course, yeah, of course. Okay, and so, you know, you normally, if I want to explain it better, I say that use pick up, pick somebody, of course, not only me or you, pick somebody up. It means to let someone get into your car. You know, I pick you up, you know, I let you get in my car and I can actually, you know, something, take you somewhere, you know, so you can use it, of course. Okay, and
yeah.
Okay, well, and of course you can use, for example, let me say, pick something up. When you say, for example, you say, I picked up a few words. I picked up a few words of Greek when I was there last year. I picked up a few words of Greek when I was there last year. Pick up means I learned. Another meaning. And so you can use pick something up. It means learn it by watching or maybe by listening. That's another meaning. But here it has different meaning. Get it? Yeah. Phrasal verbs have really, you know, actually, they're really different and they're really interesting. You know, you can use them in different situations with different meanings, of course, but we consider the most common use of them as the main use or the main meaning, okay, or definition. Well, so keep going. The next question. Okay, so the next one, okay. Is it important to buy something that is really cheap or not? You think brand is important. So if you want to give me some importance, maybe criterion, something like price, brand, or maybe quality. Which one is really important to you?
I think that the most feature of the most important features of clothes I would choose. I think that is it like suitable for me. It's like when I wear it, is it really like fit my body or fit myself? And then the second most important, I think, is it about the price, because I just buy what which I can afford, and I won't buy anything that very expensive like this.
Very good, very good. So we have some adjectives here because you talked about price, the price. You know, something can be cheap or can be expensive. Cheap and expensive are two adjectives that we know. Okay, now let's learn some other alternatives that we can use. Instead of cheap, what can we use? The first one, of course, inexpensive.
Yeah.
So the first one. And affordable. And another one. Okay. Inexpensive, affordable, or low priced goods, products, goods. Okay. Now, expensive. So, what do you think? Do you have any idea?
High priced.
Yeah, of course. High price? No. No. I'm not with this one. Something new. Something new. So you can say costly.
But
or
is adverb or adjective, teacher?
No, this is adjective. This is definitely adjective. You know, of course, it's a little bit tricky because of ly, but it's not adverb. This is an adjective. Costly. And another one, dear. Dear, of course, means expensive. So you can use this too. Okay?
Yes.
Well, so next question. Let me ask you. Okay, do you enjoy shopping for clothes?
Most definitely, when I go shopping with my mom, I will go to purchase the clothes, and I don't care much about the other thing. Yeah.
Okay. And are you an impulsive shopper? Are you?
What is impulsive?
Impulsive. Okay. So we have, there are some people that actually they like buying things whenever they feel like them. For example, I want to buy this because I feel like it, okay? Without planning. For example, I'm on the street and for example, suddenly, okay, see something and I say, this one is good, I like it, so let's buy it. So without planning, I buy something whenever I feel like it. So I'm an impulsive shopper. So are you?
I think I reckon I am not an impulsive shopper, because as I told that I very pay attention the price when I pick up something, and if the thing that I like at that time not very necessary for me, I would not choose to buy it, and I just um, keep it in my mind. And if when like I will wait until I need it very much, then I will decide to buy.
Okay, good. Well, so just when I ask you my question, including buy, you need to use synonym. I don't say purchase. You don't say buy again. You need to use synonyms, as I told you before. Okay, let's learn some words related to shopping. As I told you and as you heard, I said to shop for clothes. So do you enjoy shopping for clothes? So you need to use preposition for after shop. So to shop for something. This is the first thing that you need to know. Okay.
To shop for something.
Well,
Teacher.
yeah.
To shop for something is like buy something.
Of course. To shop.
So it's also the
Go
synonym.
shopping. For example, I go shopping, for example, for buying some clothes. I shop or I go shopping for clothes. I want to buy clothes. I go shopping for clothes. Okay. I go shopping for example, I don't know, some house, something like, for example, houseware, something like this. Okay.
And it's also a synonym of buy.
Why no? Buy is different. You know, what is the meaning of shopping? Of course, it can be something like buying something.
Yeah.
But we don't say I buying for. I buy something, but I shop for something. Okay? Get it?
Awesome.
Okay. For example, I say, I buy, okay, for example, some clothes. Okay?
Yeah.
I shop for some clothes. Okay?
And what is the difference between this teacher?
Different between these two? Buy is buy, shop is shop. Okay, so what's the difference? For example, if I want to clarify the meaning of these two, they have similar meaning. They have similar meanings. Okay, when you say I buy some clothes or I shop for some clothes, they're the same. But if you want to use the verb shop, you need to use preposition for. But for buy, you don't need. Okay?
I think yes.
So let me say something. Okay? Can you say I go buying clothes? Can you say? We go shopping. Yeah? We go shopping. Okay? Actually, totally, they have the similar meaning when you say I buy some clothes or I shop for some clothes. Okay? For example, I can say I go shopping for some clothes. It means, okay, I decided to go and buy something. Okay?
Yeah.
I buy some clothes. I pay and buy. Okay? So you need to pay attention to the meaning of these two. Get it?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Good? Well, and another thing that you need to know. For example, I like shopping around. I like shopping around. It means I like looking for the best price. So, shop around. So, look for best price. Okay? To look for the best price. Okay.
Yeah.
So, put this here. Okay. Well. So, next question. Let me ask you. Well. Okay. Next question. Okay. So. When you go shopping for clothes, what influences your decision?
So I think that I think that this question you have asked me
No.
at the beginning of
No,
the.
no, no. I said something that is really important. But now, again, I want you to answer this question again. But sometimes you can say, of course, quality. Sometimes you can say style. Sometimes you can say money. Okay, so you need to make it a little different. So when you go shopping for clothes, what influences your decision? First of all, you need to start your answer. Well, for example, you can say, well, I would say, would is really good word here you can use. Well, I would say style. I would say money. Okay, then you can expand your answer. For example, you say, well, I would say style. You know, I usually follow the latest trends, you know,
Yeah.
and of course, for example, you can say in my position, in my job, for example, in my school, smartly dressed is very important. So this is a good phrase that you can use. Smartly dressed, you know, how you dress up, you know? So choosing best items of clothing. So you can say something like this. Smartly dressed is important. And you can say if money is not important to you. For example, you know, money is important, but you are not aware about prices. You don't know, you don't have lots of information, and your information is not updated about prices. You can say, I'm not a price conscious shopper. So, or I am a price conscious. So, price conscious. Okay. For example, it means I'm a really price conscious. It means I know all prices very well. I'm not a price conscious shopper. It means I don't have any information about, you know, any updated information about prices, you know. So I'm not. So if you are or you are not a price conscious, okay? So
Yes,
are you a price? Okay, so is it good or bad to be price conscious shopper?
I think that well, being price conscious shopper, uh, in my opinion, it will be good because you can like mm, you can save your money well and not put not purchase any items that not necessary for your life, and you can also uh, don't break the bank like this.
Okay, so you think, so you can say it is good. So why we don't use advantages? I think being price conscious is really pretty advantageous. So why? Because we can, for example, manage our budget, we can reduce cost. Okay, so we can organize everything in order to save our money. So I think it's not bad to use all the words instead of good. Why good? Good is good, but we can use something great. Okay?
Yes.
Well, next question. Okay, so okay, so don't forget about, if you want to talk about the style, don't forget, I usually follow the latest trends. So you can say something like this, okay? Or you can say, I would say quality, okay? So,
teacher,
yeah.
can you make an example of smartly dressed?
You or me?
I think that's, can you give me an example?
Of course. An example, smart, for example, that is really important in my job. That is really important to be smartly dressed. It means you need to know what to wear, how clever you are in all, to choose the best style for your actually position. So it means smartly dressed. So I choose each item of my clothing intelligently, smartly. Okay, so I think about them.
And this is just an adjective or
Of
is a
course,
person?
adjective. Let me say something. Any word sometimes smartly dressed when a word actually ends in ed before a noun, it's adjective. Okay, before
Yeah,
a noun
yeah.
ends in ed. Yeah.
Uh, if it's a adjective, and why you just say that it's very I don't know, but I
It's
think that's,
really important to be. It's really
yeah.
important to be. Okay, so let me say another thing. Uh, my friend is really beautiful. Beautiful is adjective, and I don't need to put another noun after my adjective because I have be here. Am is are. You can follow be with adjectives without noun. You are smart. I don't need to put another noun after, but if I want to use another verb, of course you can use, for example, adverb or another noun, but it's okay for be, you can use adjective solely.
Just because I just heard that it's very important to be smartly dressed, so I thought that it can be a person or now.
No, of course, it's adjective. It's really important to be handsome and to be beautiful in my job. It means, so to be beautiful, this is adjective. Smartly dressed is adjective, so you can use it. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, keep going. The next question. Okay. So, okay, and let me say something. If you want to talk about brands, for example, I'm a person who is really into brands. Okay, and you want to say that actually you don't care about money. Okay, no problem how much you need to pay for something. You can say money is no object. If money is not important, you say money is no object. So it's another one, you can use it. Okay, for example, I'm a big fan of brands, so I normally follow the latest maybe trends of brands and try to buy them. And money is no object, so I really like to spend money. Of course, we have something like this. I will tell you. For example, let me ask another question, then I will teach you another thing. Okay.
Teacher,
Well,
I have a question.
yes, of course.
It's like the phrase no object. Can I use with another noun? It's like
Of,
something is no
of
object.
course, of course, why not? Of course.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Well, okay. So you can say, okay, let me ask another question, then we keep going. Okay. So let me find something really good. Okay. This one is good, I think. Okay. Well, Are you a brand conscious shopper?
Maybe from my personal perspective, I think that uh, I'm not completely a brand conscious shopper because sometimes I also pick up something that such as like a like a rush, and I can't use it after buying it. And also I sometimes spend money, like waste money in something that I think is so dull.
Okay, so spend money. So let me teach you something else, okay? For example, when you want to say that I spent a lot of money on something, for example, I like to spend a lot of money on buying clothes, okay? You can say to splash out. So to splash out, it means to spend a lot of money. Okay, splash out. For example, you can say, I like to splash out on new clothes in the spring sales. So I like to splash out on new clothes on something. Okay, so you can say instead of spending a lot of money. Or sometimes you can say, I don't like to splash out on, for example, clothes. Okay, because I think it's wasting money. Okay, well.
Yeah.
And okay, the next question. So tell me, okay, well. Do you know how to say, of course, there are some phrasal verbs that you can use in order to make sentences about shopping. For example, to pay for something. We normally pay for something. It means we buy. Pay
Yeah.
for or buy are synonyms, okay? And you can say, for example, can I pay for this with cash or credit card? With cash or credit card. Okay, so do you know the meaning of sell out? To sell out. For example, they have sold out. They have sold out of those lovely cupcakes. Do you know the meaning of sold out?
No.
Okay, so you can use this as a phrasal verb, sell out. It means there is no more, for example, something like, there is no more stocks, something like we don't have. For example, all tickets are sold out, finished. There is no more tickets. So to have no more stock, so means sell out. We normally use it in passive form, sold out. For example, all cupcakes are sold out. It means there is no more cupcake we don't have. Okay. Well, another phrasal verb that you need to know. Okay. So, okay. So, let me ask you another question, then we can discuss. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's like brand concert keeper. It's like you use your brain to buy something.
Sorry, would you say again?
Brand concert keeper. Yeah.
I couldn't get what you said. Would you say again? I couldn't hear you clearly.
Because like the question that you have just asked me, is it a brand conscious keeper?
Is it a price conscious?
No, I hear price. Oh, I hear that brand.
No, brand. I said brand. Brand conscious. You can say, of course, we have price conscious, we have brand conscious. It means you know you have lots of information about the latest brand, so you can say, I asked you about brand conscious. If you are a brand conscious, it means you're interested in, and you know the latest trends.
Yeah, but I am thinking about a brand. Brand is in your
Oh,
mind.
prank! No, no, prank. No, of course not. Why? Why should I ask you? Okay, well, so let's keep going. The next question. Okay, well, um, let's learn some idioms. Okay, about shopping. Okay, so of course, maybe before no, let me. Of course. For example, of course, you need to learn some phrases, then we can talk about some all the idioms, of course, The first thing that you learn here, okay, about shopping, as I told you, impulsive shopper, okay. So, and sometimes we have some people to actually that like going from shop to shop, check all shops, okay? So these people called browsing shops. So for example, I say they love browsing. For example, we call actually, these people, the people who love browsing shop. For example, I really like browsing shops. It means going from shop to check everything. So, browsing shops. This is another one that you need to know. Well, and the next one. Okay, when you are addicted to shopping, there are some people who are addicted to shopping. They are shopaholic. Shopaholic. For example, I am a shopaholic. It means I'm addicted to shopping. So, okay. Well, some people, don't have much money to spend on clothes, but actually they like, they like maybe watching or some windows, see some clothes, but of course they don't want to buy, they only check them. So we can say that these people like window shop. For example, I only go to the street and check all windows or shops and just this, but I don't have much money to spend. But I like window shop. So another thing. Okay. And normally ladies, of course, it's not something related to boys, but ladies. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay, the next one. Okay, so for example, you can say that something captured your attention, got your attention. Okay? You can say grab, for example, actually I was, I don't know, something like I was walking the street, suddenly a really nice suit grabbed my attention. So grab attention. Okay. Well, now, yeah. Okay, let me ask you one question. Okay. Do you like shopping in the sales?
As a price conscious shopper, I think that price uh, price sometimes grab my attention because it can help me to save more money uh, and don't let me to splash out my money. So I think it's very economic to like. Could you repeat the question again?
Of course, of course. Let me ask you again. Do you like shopping in the sale when
Uh,
prices are discounted?
yeah, so, well, it's very economic when you buy when you go shopping on sales. Yeah.
Mhm. In the sales or on
In
sale, of course. In the sales or on sales. Okay, so you can say, well, so I think, yeah, of course, but you need to expand your answer. Of course, you can say, I think it can be really reasonable to find some maybe lower prices, okay, to buy something. So, of course, I like shopping. So, what other phrase you can use instead of like? What can you say? I'd rather shop, for example. I prefer to shop. Okay, so you can say to purchase. Okay, and some goods, some products on sale. Okay, so you can say something. So you need to expand your answer. Okay, and tell me, do you know anyone who is shopaholic?
what? Could you repeat again?
Do you know anyone who is shopaholic?
Let me think. Honestly, uh, I haven't seen anybody is a shopaholic in real life, but on the internet, I have like known a lot,
And
and
you need to make your answer. For example,
yeah, yeah,
you have an imaginary friend, not real, no matter. Just try to. For example, yes, of course, I have a friend who is really interested in shopping, who is addicted to. Okay, and every day, actually, I can see that he splashes, out. So you can use all of them on
yeah,
clothes, so splashes out on clothes every day because I think actually he's addicted to. And I think it can be really, really, really harmful because, there are some disadvantages. He loses money. And of course, so you can say something like this. So try to make your answer. Okay?
yes.
You don't need to say something real. Just make. So again, do you know someone who is shopaholic?
Um, honestly, I I haven't seen anybody like that is a shopaholic, but on the internet, I have know a lot of them, and they seem like very addicted to buying things that very expensive and just be just because this thing can require the like mm. Can I answer again, teacher?
Of course, yes, why not?
Mm. I haven't seen anybody. That is a shopaholic in my real life, but on the internet, I have know a lot of people. Uh, they seem like very addicted to buy expensive thing and a lot of thing, but they hardly ever use it in their life, but they also buy it and they splash out all of their money and just for buying.
Well,
Just
the first mistake that you made, the first and the most important, you repeated my keyword again. You said, I haven't seen a person who is shopaholic. I don't want to, as an examiner, I don't want to listen my question again. I want to listen your paraphrase. So if you want to say shopaholic, you need to prove that you know the meaning of this word. So if you say, I know the person, or I don't know people who are addicted to shopping. So, you know, the first mistake, that is really important. If you want to repeat it, it's okay, but not at the beginning. At the beginning, you need to paraphrase your keywords, okay?
yes.
Well, let's discuss something really important. Online and physical shops. First of all, which one would you prefer? Okay, and let me ask you, have you ever bought anything from a catalog or a shopping website?
It's like browsing shops.
No. Browsing shops is something different. Browsing shops means you go to the street and you see all, for example, something like windows, check them. Okay, so it's something different. But shopping online is something different. You stay home and check websites, catalogs, and then you can buy something. So which one would you rather? And have you ever bought something online from website, from catalog?
Um, to be honest, I think that's most people on the world nowadays would have at least one time buy things from uh, from shops on the internet. So not except me, I have few times that buy bought the items on uh, that bought items online and shops.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. How, let me ask another question. Let's talk about advertisements or ads. Of course, they can have a great, maybe a effect on people's taste. And of course, you know, I want to ask you that, do you think advertisement can actually increase the rate of shopping in society, so they can be effectful, they can affect?
I didn't get the answer, the question. Could you
Okay,
repeat
again,
again?
of course, you normally see some maybe advertisements, something like, I don't know, some celebrities who advertise something, maybe on TV, okay, or somewhere else.
Yeah.
And of course, they can something like persuade you, they can convince you to buy something.
Yes.
First question, do you think that advertisement is a really good way to convince people in order to buy some goods and products?
Most definitely, I think yes, I do, because advertisement will show the items functionality and also the price and what is it comfort like to show if it is comfortable and affordable for the shopper to buy, and they can also uh, give the benefit of their product, so it can attract a lot of people to buy it.
So attract. It was good, but if I were you, I would say the adverts can grab people's attention, you know, so it's better.
Yeah.
And of course, you can say that nowadays adverts or advertisements are really clever and attractive. So, or, you know, they are increasingly clever and attractive. So how can you say this? You can say adverts are ever more, it means increasingly. So ads are ever more, it means increasingly. Okay? Cunning and attractive. So, cunning means clever. So, you can say something like this. You know, nowadays, actually, we can see some, sorry, some advertise or ads or adverts, okay, you can say all them, that are really, or that are ever more cunning and attractive. So they can grab people's attention. Of course, you know, it can be, for example, something like cost more, purchase more, shopping, okay? So spending more money, splash out to, for example, goods and products, so something like this. So as you can see, we can use all, you know, maybe 2 or 3, you know, maybe 2, one phrasal verb, one idiom, one something like this, in order to make our answer more advanced. Okay, so just try to use them, combine them. Of course, let me say something. You don't need to use all them, you know, because some students think that, okay, if we learn something, we need to use all of them in our sentences in order to show our ability to make complicated sentences. No, you don't need to do this. Okay, you make your sentence clearly, and of course, it's easily, and of course, you can use some maybe points, some maybe one idiom, one phrasal verb. Okay, well, next question.
Teacher.
Yes.
What is a brick and mortar shop, teacher?
I want to say, okay, because I asked about online shop. Sometimes, of course, we're going to talk about maybe shopping online and physical. We have some online shops and physical shops. And normally you go and see on the street. Oh, another word. So this phrase, a brick and mortar shop, means a physical shop. For example, I'd rather go out and maybe see a brick and mortar shop or brick and mortar shops. Okay, it means physical shops. Okay, so instead of physical shop, you can use this phrase, brick and mortar.
Physical shop? I think it's a shop of physics.
Physical shop, real store. You know, store. For example, when you go to street, okay, you want to buy some clothes. You see some stores, real stores. They're not online stores. They're real stores. They are physical stores or physical shops. And we call them brick and mortar shops. Get it?
Yes, I get a brick and mortar, but a physical shop, I think it's like a shop of physics.
No, it's a real store. It means a real, not virtual. It's a real store. We say physical shop. Okay, well, so let me ask you another question. Okay, wow. Okay, so tell me, do you think online shopping is good or bad? Let's talk about advantages and disadvantages of shopping online.
To talk about the advantages, I think as everyone knows, it's very convenient and comfortable for you to order a product online because you just need to wait until the product is shipped to your home, and yeah, and turning to the disadvantages, I think maybe you can be deceived by the shop assistant, and you can also like purchase items that not qualify as the advertisement.
Okay, well, so it was good. So you say that online shopping makes the purchase of most things much easier and more convenient. Much easier and more convenient. This is something that you need to know. This is a phrase that you need to learn. So you can say online shopping makes the purchase of most things much easier and more convenient. So let me write. This is the first thing. Okay, well, the second thing that you need to know, for example, the rise of online shopping means that we can buy things from anywhere in the world at the click of a button. At the click of the button. Do you know what does it mean?
Yeah.
Immediately. At the click of the button, it means immediately. You can buy everything immediately. At the click of a button means immediately. So actually, you can buy everything. For example, your everyday essentials. Your everyday essentials, like food. Easily, quickly, much easier, more convenient. Okay? So they are advantage. Yeah?
Everyday essential is a noun.
Everyday essential. Noun, of course, essential is noun. Every day is adjective. Let me say something, of course. Of course, you know the difference between these two. Every day.
Yes.
And of course, every day. This every day is adjective. Yeah. Everyday essential, something that you need every day. So something like food, drink, maybe. Okay, so Well, these are, okay, so they are advantages. Now let's talk about disadvantages, okay? Maybe bad things. The first thing, you know, of course, it's something like by rising of online shopping, of course, physical shops are disappearing. You know this one. So it's a shame that many physical shops are disappearing by rising of shopping online. So we know this. Okay, so this is the first disadvantage. And so many companies are going out of business. To go out of business. To go out of business. What does it mean? You know?
No.
Just guess.
I think that's like sell out.
No, it's something bad. It's not really good. Sometimes to go bankrupt, to close down, stop working. So to going out of business, for example, of course, we have lots of physical companies, lots of maybe companies are going, yeah?
It's like close down a company.
Of course, close down and go bankrupt, or to go belly up. To go belly up, they are the same.
Yes.
They're the same. Well, okay. So this is the second disadvantage. Okay.
But
and yeah.
If a like if it's go out, and what is the relation between the the disadvantage of buying online and go out of this decision?
Okay, so let me say. So what is the relation maybe between the actually bankruption of companies and shopping online? Yeah, you want to know this?
Yeah.
Of course, let me explain. There are many companies, maybe many physical stores, okay, that we go, we shop, okay, and imagine one day we don't need to go out. We don't need any physical store or shop because we can stay home, we can buy everything. I don't need to have maybe my own company because I can establish my job, my own company from home and my laptop online. So what do you think? Of course, everything maybe will close down. So of course, this is the relation. So that's something, you know, there is a rivalry between online and the physical shops nowadays. Of course, you know, we have a really big rise and, you know, significant rise in online shopping. So, of course, it can be harmful as well. And we have something really important in online shop. We lose the personal touch. You know, we can't socialize. We can chat, okay? So we lose the personal touch of chatting and socializing. So let me write. Lose the personal touch of chatting. Socializing. So, well, keep going. Okay, do you think that shopping, maybe online shops or websites, are reliable?
I think that maybe some of online shops can be trusted and some is not, because when you are when you paid for something online, I think that maybe you can be deceived by this shop, and the product that you get isn't the product that has high qualification that you have seen on the advertisement or seen on the shop website. So
Of course.
it's not really reliable. But some shop is you can trust them. Yeah.
Of course. So there is something here. You don't know which site to trust. You don't know which site to trust. The first thing. And the second thing, you should be always very, it means very careful. You should be careful. You should be very for something, very of something, okay? So this is the second thing. And of course, every day we hear so many scams. Scams, it means dishonest attempts to get your money. So we hear so many scams. Yeah, so we need to be very of what? Online payments, of course. How to pay some. Yeah.
Yes, very of.
Of course, very of is careful, be careful. I should be very of online payments. Oh, because there are lots of scams and we hear about these scams, okay?
Yes.
Good. Wow. So. Okay.
Can I have time to take note?
Of course. Let me put this here so that you can make notes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Keep going. Well, so I prefer, just complete my sentences, okay?
Yeah.
I prefer.
I prefer buying. No. I prefer purchasing the product from physical shop because I can decide what to buy directly and not through the screen, so I can be realize was like I can realize the qualification of the product that I will choose to buy, and also I can also uh, how can I use the phrase lose the personal touch of chatting and socializing in this case, teacher?
Okay, so you're talking about, I prefer uh, physical shop, or physical shop because, okay, I think online shopping costs to lose the personal touch of chatting and socializing. So, or when I go to stores, when I actually shop around, when I go to actually go shopping, and for example, when I window shop or something like this, I don't lose the personal touch of chatting and socializing. So you can say something like, what is about actually the owners, maybe the business owners or something like
But
this.
yeah,
Yeah,
can I have a question? It's
of
like
course.
if you buy online, why do we lose the personal touch of chatting and socializing?
Because you can't see the people face to face.
But I think it's just a few time, and I think it don't influence on much.
Of course, for example, you go to store, you maybe as a customer, you see a seller, maybe you sometimes actually you can talk to people, you can try something on, okay, you can get help, but you want to buy something, you're on the website, you check the price, you actually check the size and buy it and click, and that's it. So how can you socialize? How can you actually, maybe have your keep your personal touch with people? There is no person here. You are on website. There is no one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay.
And teacher,
Yeah.
I also have a question. It's like the phrase lose the personal touch. Is it the same meaning with a sense of like a sense of
Communicating. Of course. Communicating. You lose your communication with people. There is nothing here. Okay. Well, we have this phrase, lean towards. Instead of like or prefer, you can use it. I lean towards online shopping. I prefer. So it's better to use this instead of like or prefer. Okay, so this is
yeah.
another thing. And let me say something that is really important. Of course, when you like physical shopping because you can try stuff on, try clothes on, okay? And when you want to actually buy something, buy some clothes, you can try them on, try on. So we use try stuff on for clothes. Now, how can we talk about maybe electronic device? Can we say try them on? No, we can't. We need something else. If you want to talk about electronic things, maybe electronic devices, you should say, I can try stuff off. Try them or try stuff off. Okay? It means about this one about electronic things. Okay, so I like physical shopping. I lean towards physical shopping Because I can try stuff on. Because I can try stuff off. When I say I can try stuff off, it means I'm talking about electronic devices, okay?
Yes.
Good. Any questions, any issues related to this part?
I am can I have a time of taking notice?
Of course, of course.
Yes, I have a question, teacher.
Of course.
It's like lean towards. When we use this phrase, we use than or to. It's like when we use prefer something to something, and how about lean towards?
Lean towards means like. For example, I prefer online shopping. I like online shopping. I like physical shopping. I prefer physical. I can say I lean towards online shopping. I lean towards physical shopping. Okay, they're the same synonyms.
But if we use prefer something to something.
Prefer something to something.
It's for example.
You say
like,
rather. You say rather.
Yeah.
I'd rather this than this. That was different. That was really different. That's different. You're talking about rather than. Okay, it's different. But we say prefer. I prefer this one. Okay, we don't have than here. That is rather than. It's something different that we say. But instead of like or prefer, it means like. I say I lean towards instead of like. Like is too basic. Okay.
Yes.
Well, any other questions? Let me.
I think after this class, can you explain to me again about the three phrases? It's about browsing shops, window shop, and sell out. Just three of them.
Okay. So, do you want now? Explain again?
No. It's when you are free.
Of course, I will explain them again. Browsing shop, window shop, and so just, remind me, okay? So please send them on Skype so that actually I can talk about them again. I will explain, of course, why not? Of course, I will explain them to you. Well, okay. And any other questions? If you have.
I think no.
Okay, well, so great. Okay, well, so let me start. Okay. So just let me say something. Okay, let me explain this one before I forget. Okay, let me stop recording because we don't need it anymore, and let me explain these three phrases because I think I may forget to explain them later. So let me stop recording. Okay.